From the very first time I placed my eyes on you, girl, my heart's a follow through. Hey. But I know now that I'm way down on your line. But the waiting feels fine. So don't treat me like a puppet on a string. 'Cause I know how to do my thing. Hey. Don't talk to me if you think I'm dumb. I wanna know when you're gonna come. See, I don't wanna wait and wait for your love. I don't wanna wait and wait for your love.
It's bigger, better, expanded. Productivity Awareness Week 2022 under the theme Expanding National Consciousness Towards Greater Productivity.
Since I'm knocking on your door, and I still wanna knock some more. Ooh, girl, is it feasible? I wanna know now, for I to knock some more. You see, in life I know there is lots of greed, but your love is my relief. Tears in my eyes burn, tears in my eyes burn, while I'm waiting for my turn. See, I don't wanna wait and wait for your love. I don't wanna wait and wait for your love. Yeah. I don't wanna sit here and wait and wait for your love. Oh, is it the love that I'm waiting on? Is it the love that I'm running from? Is it the love that I'm waiting on, baby? Is it the love that I'm running from? I don't wanna wait. No, I don't wanna wait too late. I don't wanna wait.
A pleasant good morning to everyone. Good morning to you, GATU, and we're so happy to be here today. Good morning. We were awaiting a few more persons, so give us at least 5 more minutes, and we will go right along with our agenda. To everyone walking to the vendors arcade, special good morning to you. To our visitors, welcome. are ready. We're ready to start off with the proceedings of the day. And to begin everything that we do,
It's bigger, better, expanded. Productivity Awareness Week 2022 under the theme Expanding National Consciousness Towards Greater Productivity.
person of the Bankers Association Activities Committee. Every year we celebrate Financial Information Month, and it is to educate you, the public. And we're happy to be here today with the vendors in the city of Castries. Our theme for Financial Information Month is Financial Empowerment Through Education. And this year, the area of focus, financial advancement through enlightenment, partnerships, and balance. We're ready to partner with you, the vendors, so we're ready to balance your business with our proposals and our discussions, and to enlighten you to make things more profitable for you. So we will start off with a brief remark by the Director of the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, Mrs. Lisa Flora Montut. Welcome, Lisa.
Good morning, everybody. Yes. I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you and to welcome you to this activity, today's Sales Productivity Forum. We are actually hosting this activity in this location. The Vendors Arcade represents what is authentic crafts and works of display. It is a true reflection of the artistry and richness of talent of our people. I would like to thank the St. Lucia Bankers Association and the ECCB local office for collaborating with the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council to bring to you today's activity as part of Productivity Awareness Week. Today, the St. Lucia Bankers Association has decided to bring directly to you financial information as well as digital banking solutions. This will help to improve your sales volume and your customer retention just in time for the cruise season. Please take this opportunity to engage with them in finding ways to use digital financial solutions to help improve your sales collection so as not to miss out, as the world has rapidly moved into this digital era. And so with this, I would like to thank you and the partners on this event, and thank you, Vendors Association, for embracing this activity as we look to work collaboratively.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Montut, for your brief remarks. We'd now like to welcome the President of the Vendors Association to give his piece.
Good morning to all, especially the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council in collaboration with the banks in St. Lucia on this venture, this forum today. I must say it couldn't be more timely in this time, and especially in the era that we are in there today in terms of digital banking, and the whole works in terms of banking and the digital economic or global economy. So we are really happy, we are elated, the Vendors Association and also the vendors and the banking transaction. We appreciate you here very much. We appreciate the collaborative effort to make this thing happen. thank you very much for even thinking of us and thinking that we could be partners in such a global event. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you too. Brief remarks from the agency manager, Mr. Everton Seeley of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Mr. Seeley? Mr. Seeley has stepped away, I believe, for a minute. So we will have remarks from Mr. Medford.
President of the Vendors Association of St. Lucia, Castries in particular, Mr. Peter Isaac, our ECCB agency manager, Mr. Everton Seeley, who was momentarily stepped away, manager, or rather director of the National Productivity and Competitiveness Council, Ms. Lisa Mortut, the chair of the Planning Committee for Productivity Awareness Week, Mr. Glenn Simon, and of course, our most distinguished audience, the vendors of the city of Castries. I bid you a warm good morning. We, the representatives of the banks and other financial institutions that form the Bankers Association of St. Lucia, are quite excited to be part of this information sharing engagement with the Castries vendors on financial services that are available through our various institutions. We now challenges that you have been faced with in having safer and more secure payment methods for your customers. We also know that the cruise ship passengers increasingly are opting to make payments using the international debit and credit cards. We are also cognizant of the fact that you may not have had the time in the past to go to your bank on a daily basis for whether it's withdrawals or deposits, because every minute spent away from your business is a potential. And even where those options may not be perfect solutions, we are prepared to make adjustments to cater to your specific needs. Indeed, the options that are now available to you could go a long way towards improving the productivity of your businesses. Imagine never having to go to the bank, but have all of your sales recorded on your account as you make them. At the time, you develop valuable sales records for your business, which will go a long way in positioning you to a relationship. Some of the options that we will be presenting to you this morning include our automatic teller machines, what you know as the ATMs, where you can not only withdraw, but also deposit funds. And now we are seeing the increasing functionality of our ATM machines being deployed to our customers, where you can actually deposit cash without the use of an envelope and get instant credit to your account. Our online banking services, yet another important channel that we have established, where you can check your account balances, pay your utility bills, transfer funds between your accounts, or make payments to another person at your bank or any other bank, are all very efficient options that you need to consider for adoption. The Dcash option, which our central bank has promoted, is a digital form of our EC dollar, accessible by a simple application on your phone, where you can receive payments, pay or transfer money to other Dcash users without fees and in real time. Our point-of-sale machines, which are portable devices, allows for payments via debit and credit cards. These are but a few options that are available, but as you interact with our bank representatives today, more options will be relayed, and further details on those options will be provided. As I end my introductory remarks this morning, I would like you to ponder on what these options would mean for your business in terms of improving not just your efficiency, but the attractiveness of your business to your customers, who are largely international customers. This means that you are effectively exporting your goods to the world, and so must ensure that you compete at the highest standard with every other port where the cruise lines make their call. To the extent that we can help you improve the efficiency and safety of your payment mechanism, we will be, in fact, making a contribution towards refining the St. Lucia tourism product offering. So our mission here today would redound to benefits for not only you as individuals, your individual enterprises, but will certainly have a positive impact on St. Lucia as a tourist destination. This is why the partnership of the Bankers Association and the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, in observance of National Productivity Awareness Week, is very appropriate, as it supports the theme of expanding national consciousness towards greater productivity. I want to end by thanking the NCPC for this initiative and the foresight in choosing this theme, and look forward to a very interesting and enlightening engagement with our vendors today. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Francis. We now have remarks from the ECCB Agency Manager, Mr. Everton Seeley. Welcome, Mr. Seeley.
Bonjour tout le monde. Jodi a, il a fait moi un chay plaisir pour ici avec tout le monde aujourd'hui, puisque nous te pour combien d'années nous te voulons mener information finance by ces monde, mais cause autres savent dès l'année qui passée Covid te fait un chay avec nous, il t'a affecté nous pas ça joindre, nous pas ça causer aujourd'hui. Il a fait moi un chay plaisir pour ici, puisque nous te voulons venir ici à parler by les autres about bagay finance, about zafè bank, about zafè manière pour dépenser l'argent, manière pour sauver, et plus important, manière pour investir l'argent. Puisque l'année ça, nous avons observé moi finance, et qu'il y en a ces bagay là, nous avons focus sur ces manière, yo ka dit en anglais, wealth creation. Manière pour faire l'argent ou profiter. Et nous avons essayé pour try mener information ça pour autres ces gens qui besoin information ça. So how do I fait moi un shy plaisir pour ici. I've said all of that to say I'm happy to be here today with you. All right. Having said that, we have always wanted to come to bring the information directly to the people who need the information. As Mr. Francis indicated, we're becoming increasingly aware that your main source of income, the tourists, are increasingly wanting to spend their monies using their cards, their debit cards, their credit cards. And increasingly, we would want you to take advantage of that situation and ensure that you do not lose sales as a result. Another very important and interesting development is the fact that your EC dollar, our EC dollar, is becoming digital, or there is increasingly an option to use a digital version of the EC dollar. What that means is simply, you do not necessarily have to have money in your pocket or cash in your pocket to be able to spend your money or to be able to receive a payment from your customers. It is very simple to be able to use the digital version of your EC dollar, in the sense that through an app on your phone, you can receive a payment for somebody who you have sold something to, or for somebody who has done work for you. And equally, you can go many places and make your payment using the digital version of the EC dollar, which is what we call Dcash. Having said that, I want to encourage you to avail yourself of all the options that are available to you in terms of going online. One of our sub-themes for FIM this year is regain your time, get online. And in a very practical way, what that means to you is that, as was mentioned, you do not have to physically leave your stalls, which would mean you possibly losing revenue, to conduct financial transactions. You can sit from the comfort of your stalls and conduct all your financial transactions online through the banks and even make your utility payments. So it is increasingly important that you avail yourself of these options. Before I close, what I want to say is I want to leave you with a few points beyond the online and digital discussion. As persons who own your own business, I would like to encourage you, first of all, to plan. Always have a financial plan for yourself in terms of where you are and where you would like to go financially. Continuously work your plan and ensure that where adjustments are required, you make those adjustments. I would like to also encourage you to budget. As business persons, it is important that you have a budget, that you know your income and your expenses, and that you account for every expense that you make or every dollar that you spend. I would also like to encourage you to keep records of your sales, your daily sales. That is particularly important because when you approach banks and financial institutions, they always ask you, how much money do you make or how much income do you generate? And it is important that you know that because it's based on that information you're able to present that information to the bank, and they're able to assess you and able to assist you. So it's important that you keep records of your sales, of the money that you make, so that you'd be able to go to the bank. Lastly, I want to encourage you to keep doing the good work that you're doing, representing us as St. Lucians by plying your trade. And I also want to thank you for allowing us to be here today. And I want to thank the executive of the Vendors Association for allowing us to be a part of this. So thank you, and I hope that you avail yourself of all the information and that we have a good day today. Good day, everybody.
Thank you so much, Mr. Seeley. A pleasure to hear you speak in Creole. I'm proud to hear that. We now have a few giveaways. I'm asking free vendors. We have free questions. Vendors to come up. 3 vendors. Any 3 vendors? Can you pay your bills via the mobile phone, your utility bills? Everyone got that. So you can come up for your prize. That's the reason I asked, because I may have a number of persons answering and all over the room. We have the platform called online banking. Do you think it's available for 3 hours, 8 hours, or 24 hours? 24 hours. Great. So the ladies are financially educated. Very good to hear that. What is the name of the digital currency that we have introduced in St. Lucia by the ECCB? It's called Dcash. So all 3 ladies will be getting a prize. Kudos to you. And it says a lot about you. You do know quite a bit financially. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, and you have listened attentively. Robert, you can go over to him. Miss? Sheridan? Medford, okay. Mr. Francis? Yes, very good. I'm happy to hear that you're a brave St. Lucian. Thank you so much. Thanks for participating. All right. So we're looking forward to giving you so much more. This is the tip of the iceberg. And in terms of increasing your wealth, we want to help you do that. Right now, we will be opening up to the bankers. You are free to visit the different stations. We will have a few demonstrations of the products that the banks have to offer. So we would now like you to go around to the 3 banks available at this point for the wealth of knowledge to start the process of increasing your wealth. Thank you very much.
All because of you, I be on the phone all night long. Don't be smart when you do it to me. Oh no, no, no. I be on my business, shawty, but you be on my mind, shawty. Let me follow my honey, kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone.
Exclusive from
Can't you
DJ
see I'm into ya? Can't you see I'm in love? Kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone. Yeah, messing with my medulla, I can't don't go low. Oh no, no. Emiliano, 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 no. Emiliano, 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 no. You're an Emiliano, 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 no. My Emiliano, 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 no.
Oh Lord!
Girl, I wanna know what it feel like.
DJ Calvin on the mix.
Like I know I see beat for real life, for real life. In a my condo, loving up your body in fast and slow mo. If I hit you, it's my combo. Can you never ever let me go? Dancing kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone. Can't you see I'm into ya? Can't you see I'm in love? Kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone. Yeah, that's the way my medulla. I can't don't go low.
I don't drink any time like this. I don't drink anything like this. I never prayed for this. I never knew it could end like this. Girl, if you're done with me, oh baby, big go just set me free. Cause I don't do grace like this. For your love, I dey lose my senses. High like this, I don't drink anything I see. I never prayed for this. I never knew it could end. Boy like me, don't call me cheap. Girl, I work for this. Girl, I work for this. And I promise you for best and sweat. If I do you bad, if I do you bad, no, don't call me one time.
Oh, this is Superstar DJ Calvin. Turntable monster.
When I call, you no pick. When I text, you go read and delete. I know be good, don't know. I know if sabi everything you dey think. You dey call me your boyfriend. But why I still dey pay for the sex every night? You don't need to say too much. I already know you don't love me much. Fine boy like me, fine boy like me. Don't call me cheap, girl, I work for this. Girl, I work for this. And I promise you I will find someone new. Make you no call me, make you no call me. Down for breast and sweat. If I do you bad, if I do you bad, don't call me down for breast and sweat. If I do you bad.
Bad man looking good in the bad man drift to the car. Spot cars parked on the right spot. Bad man slick and you know. Bad man looking good in the bad man drift to the car. Spot cars parked on the right spot. Bad man slick and
DJ Calvin on the
we
mix.
got a girl on the bed right now. She says she know I live. We got can't want to spend the rest of me life with you. We say no shit.
At this point, we will be having a short demonstration of how to use the point of sale machine. And this applies to all of the banks. All of the banks would use this machine. So we'll be having a short demonstration at this point.
Okay, so this is the wireless card machine. So the way it works is that you charge your machine in the morning and then you come to work with your machine. That's all. The battery pack is right here once it's fully charged. And like I said, it has a SIM card. You don't need Wi-Fi at all. So the SIM Discover, all of these companies, the banks, or we would work with these companies as well to accept any of these cards. So you just go, it's simple. You just go to sale. You press enter, and then now we have tap technology that you have a transaction then. You just apply with any one of the banks or First National. First National.
So you can apply with any bank of your choice. Very simple to use. We have security features as well, so we'll tell you what to look for because we do not want you to get into any fraud or anyone to give you cards that are not legitimate. We will guide you as to what to look for to safeguard your business. It's very easy. A tourist comes to you to say that I want to buy this dress for 20 US. We would guide you as to how to go ahead to do a demonstration. But when you get this machine, an officer will individually sit with you to go through the process again. All right? Anything else? And what we're also saying is that with the tourist industry and the way things are going, a lot of cards are being presented. You do not want to lose your business. We're asking to sign up. And the banks will be putting very good packages in place just for you vendors. This year is your year. It's your year to make money. So that is why we're here for you today to encourage you to sign up. Also, what the banks are doing as well, as a vendor, you sign up for the product. We are also ensuring that you have an officer who knows of your business. You know of that person. So you can call this person and say, Miss Joseph, I cannot understand how to do this. Something has gone wrong. Can you come down to the arcade to show me what to do to help me? And we will, as bankers, send someone over to clarify whatever issues you have. There is a cost for the machine, but today we're asking you to sign up. There is a small cost for the machine. We are going to work with you, the vendors. It's a commitment that we have made as bankers. And we're going to work with you to ensure, we're going to work with IPA as well, the president of the association, to ensure that we make things happen for you. Hold on 1 minute. We have another point that we would like to make right now.
And we also understand that an offer as well is a package where you get the terminal for a certain period, you rent it for us, and then if you no longer have such a high demand for it, you could return it to us and we'll keep your information on file. So when you come back in, it's not a matter of doing application all over, it's just a matter of coming.
People want to look into that in terms of getting assistance, funding, loans, and so on.
We do, and as the banks, we have a small business unit. So you would have to sit based on your business. We know that everybody's business is different, right? We would guide you on how to receive funding. We would guide you on how to do proper record keeping. Some persons may be where they're able to give us the records that we're looking for. Others may not be at this point. So that's why we're saying right now, we've made a commitment to work with you. It is a process. Not everyone will get it right away. At this point, you may have to start up and record your information, your sales and so on, so that you can come to the bank to receive financing. When we give financing, we ensure that the payback, so we go through an assessment of your business. But there are plans in place, like I said, and I can guarantee you that there are plans in place for the vendors to help them to make things for them. You're welcome. So right now, we're looking for the sign-ups, any one of the banks, and we'll be happy to contact you thereafter to start off that process with you. So you can put your name and number right here, and we will, yes, you have a question?
Suppose I am not in any bank. Can I be part of this? Can I be part of this community?
Yes. If you're not part of a bank, this is an opportunity to open a bank account. So if you want to go to Republic to open First National or Bank of St. Lucia, you can open an account, and then we start off the process with you. Well, at the credit unions, they don't offer the points of sale, and we understand that you are, or you may be part of the credit union, but remember, no problem. No, not at this time. Any further questions, any concerns? We're here to serve you. We've taken the time, and together, let's make it happen. If your account is inactive?
I want to say not reading and writing, but that way they said it inactive, which means the person cannot read and write. And the person want to be in that part of that.
Okay, so if someone cannot read and write, you and I would advise you to come to us with maybe your daughter, somebody that you trust, right? We would go through the process. Or if you have business with your sister, your brother, your mother, they can also sign on behalf as well. Okay, thank you so much. We're going over to, so you could do the sign-ups. Sorry. We're now going over to
sell. Now, after you've opened that account, there are other services that we can offer to you. We have plenty of loan packages, particularly targeted towards small business. $50,000 loan campaign. You can get up to $40,000 unsecured proof of your income. Now, I know a lot of you vendors, you are not a salaried person, but at least you make money. One thing that you should learn to do is to deposit the cash that you earn on a daily basis. It doesn't mean that you have to leave the money seated on account anywhere. Just place the monies there. You can go and withdraw your funds the day after, 2 days after, but all the financial institutions are looking for. Now, I know for years a lot of you have been saying that the banks don't want to assist you, but it is kind of difficult for us to assist you if we cannot verify how much money you all earn, right? Because to process a loan, you would need to verify somebody's income. So like I said, deposit your funds. It doesn't mean that you have to deposit the monies every day. Please place a record somewhere. It doesn't have to be at BOSL. It can be at the credit unions. We have land loan campaigns. We have mortgage loan campaigns. Now, you cannot be a St. Lucian and you don't owe 0.99%. So in addition to financing the full amount for you, we're also giving you a very competitive rate. There aren't many financial institutions on island who can beat that rate. So apart from the land loan campaign, we also have a mortgage loan campaign. If you already have land, you can come to us to construct, to build your dream home. Our rate is very competitive as well, as low as 4.75%. And like I said, it's also targeted to our small business owners. So like I said, you are not excluded. You can qualify for any loan at BOSL as long as we can verify how much monies you earn. So again, I'll continue to repeat, continue to deposit your monies. Even if you cannot do it on a daily basis, do it every week. No one is telling you to leave your funds seated on an account, but just have your goods to come to the market. So we have a promotion where we're offering full financing again. You don't need to have a lump sum to give us a deposit. We're giving you full financing. Our rate is extremely competitive as well, 5.99%. We have multiple branches on island. We have one branch in Vieux-Fort, one branch in Soufrière, one branch that is opening soon in Choiseul. We have one branch in Castries, Central Castries. We have one on the waterfront. We have one at Brozile. All of these branches, we process loans, right? And the other branches like Mega J, we offer other services that you can't normally get during the 8 to 2 work week. So we also cater for you who's self-employed and you cannot leave your stall and come to the bank during the normal 8 to 2. We have that other service available to you at the Mega J branch. We have it at the Bureau de Change as well. Right, guys? So Bankers St. Lucia, like I said, is all the bank you need. Come visit us at any of our branches. Start by doing this today.
Mr. Robert Février, Marketing Manager of First National Bank. Mr. Robert Février, Marketing Manager of First National Bank. Mr. Février, tell us, what do you think about this event happening today?
I think it's an event that has been in the making. Of course, CCB representative Mr. Seeley. It's really happening. It's a pleasure to be here to interact with the vendors firsthand. They are very enthusiastic. We have shared quite a bit of information. I could already see that an event like that can probably be on the calendar, if not every year, but every other year, to cater for the vendors, for their needs, in particular the point-of-sale machine, which I know that you, Vernel, spoke about earlier, because again, this is a tourism product here for the vendors, because you find off the cruise ships, when the tourists come in, they do have the debit cards and the credit cards. They don't always walk with a lot of cash on hand. And so the vendors still coming from the tourists visiting St. Lucia. So I think it's a really good initiative for them, and also to educate them. Education is so important. Knowledge is vital. We're arming them with a lot of knowledge today so they can be able to, where their monies are concerned. For example, they don't have to visit the bank daily. It can be a weekly situation. Also in terms of accessing their products, they don't have to come into the bank and take that long queue. If they have a debit card, they can withdraw. Be afraid, because some of us, we have that fear. When we talk about digital banking, a lot of us are very fearful. Just the term, it's a new word for a lot of us. But we have seen today how easy it is, how simple it is to do so, and we have had practical demonstrations to hold their hand, to walk them through the process. It's not like we're going to just say, okay, you need to get the digital banking and that's it. All of us need to provide that has to offer. So I thank the Bankers Association really for the collaboration, and the ECCB as well. It's really the theme under the theme, get online, regain your time and get online. And these are busy people as well, and so we are showing them how they can.
We'll now have a short interview from Mr. Everton Seeley, Agency Manager of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Mr. Seeley, such a wonderful event.
Everton Seeley, Country Manager.
Right here?
Lucia. And meuble bit dia tibaya patwa bay se moun puisque quand nous te dit nous ouvert jodia ite fait nous un chay plaisir pour venir ici avec mener information financière bay se moun puisque nous content c'est combien l'année nous te ka try essayer faire ça avec puis de l'année nous parté ça fait manière nous voulons qu'on savent covid te fait te affecté à chaque monde. Nous partons ça, joindre ensemble, nous partons ça causer sohodia. Nous bakla ici à montrer ces monde manière pour faire transaction financial yo. So, having said that, I just want to say that we're very happy to be here today from the ECCB's perspective. Information to the people this year 2022 in October. The theme for Financial Information Month is generally financial empowerment through education. And this year, we have a sub-theme in St. Lucia, which is regain your time, get online. And that's particularly important for the vendors here today, because we're becoming increasingly aware that the persons their main business partners, which are the cruise ships, increasingly they want to use cards. They don't want to use cash. And it is important for them to be able to take advantage of that and not lose sales. So a lot of what the focus is on here today is being able to use those online platforms and use it effectively. It's no longer necessary for persons to physically enter a bank to do a transaction. It is possible to do all your financial transactions online. It is possible to take advantage of that. Increasingly also, our EC dollar is becoming more available digitally. That is Dcash. It is possible to be able to receive payments and make payments simply using your phone, using the EC dollar. It's fully backed by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. So it's information like that we want to take to the ordinary person today, to the vendors. We want to ensure that they become part of the financial system. It's all about financial inclusion and bringing that information to the people to ensure that we are all included and we can all benefit from the advances that are taking place.
So give us a little explanation as to how it would work for the vendors. How would they, be able to use the cards and so on, so for the benefit and the benefit of the customer?
Thanks for that. A while ago, there was a demonstration taking place. It's possible to have the card machine right here and to be able to receive payments from persons coming from the cruise ship with the cards, to be able to use the machine right there and for your funds to be available to you almost right away. Similarly, with the Dcash, if somebody comes to the arcade, right, and they purchase an item and they would like to make a payment, it's not absolutely necessary that they take money from their pocket, physical cash from their pocket. It is possible that you have the app on your phone and you make the transaction right there through the use of Dcash. So it's a seamless process, and as I said, it's secure, it's seamless, and it's immediate. Your funds become available to you right away.
So, question for me with regards to, because I'm getting it, the general idea of a Cash App, Venmo, etc., what is so prevalent in the U.S. But with regards to how does that extend to young entrepreneurs, small businesses, just past the vendors arcade?
That's actually a very good question, because part of Financial Information Month, we are also catering to entrepreneurs and putting information out there. I'm happy that you asked that, because I want to give a little plug to our financial fair coming up on the 25th of October at Constitution Park, and all of that information will be available. Whereas today we're catering to the vendors and the arcade person, on the 25th of October, we are going to cater to everybody, including young entrepreneurs. So we're encouraging everybody to come down to Constitution Park on the 25th of October, where you will get information from several financial institutions, the banks, the insurance companies, and several others, where you can get information on how to start your business, the importance of keeping records to be able to take it to the bank, because we know the challenges that young business persons face. Is sometimes when you go to the bank, sometimes they indicate that they almost feel inundated with the request. Now, if you plan properly and you know what is required in advance, you can be more comfortable in approaching your bank. A simple thing, we were telling the vendors today, it's important to keep records. For example, you make a sale, write it down. Make a note of how much money you've made for the day. Make a note of how much money you've made for the week and then for the month. So based on that, a bank can be in a position to assess your income and subsequently say, okay, that person makes X amount of money. Based on that, we can give them X amount in loans. But if you don't have that information, you're not able to take full advantage of the financial system. So it's important to keep records, to plan, to budget. So that's the information that we're bringing here today and also for young entrepreneurs.
Thank you very much.
We're here with Magdalene Ogis. Magdalene, thank you for being here with us today. Magdalene, just tell us, the day is going, it's a great day. The banks are here and so on. Tell us, how do you feel about this event by the Bankers Association, National Productivity, and just Productivity Awareness Week? How do you feel all of this happening in collaboration with the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank? How do you feel?
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Magdalene Ogis from Babonneau. I am a crafter. I've represented St. Lucia overseas in the crafting sector. And also I sell to, I won't say I sell to the tourists, I offer my services to the tourists on Ridgely Beach. When I heard that the Bankers Association have put up this event this morning, I was overwhelmed. Because I'm saying, you know, the cruise ship season is coming along, and in the capacity of cruise arrivals that we're going to have, how are we going to handle it? So I have used the point of sale machine before through Bank of St. Lucia, and it's very, very important. Very important for us vendors to use it, because most times you have persons coming down from the cruise ship or even from on island, and they want to make a sale. And because you don't have these machines available or this point of sales available, you lose money. So as a matter of fact, what I'm saying to them right now is take advantage of the opportunity. Everybody come on board. Listen, don't just come there for the little handouts, but take the information, grab the information, process it, and see how you can use it to your advantage.
Thank you so much.
As president of the association?
I'm really excited about it. I'm elated that it actually happened, and it's something that I think is long overdue, and it's well timed, I must say. And it's going to assist us, and I thank the people involved in the whole collaborative effort to bring banking to the vendors, and especially in the digital world, that they could be involved, get on the platforms of the digital platform, and that we would make every effort to benefit, and especially with the cruise system, the cruise ships, that we depend upon so much, 90% dependence on the cruise sector, and that most people are coming off the ship now because they have information of a number of things that are going on, and that they don't work with cash. So that kind of platform that we are exposed to now is going to help in a phenomenal way, I must say. So I must say hats off to everyone who's informed. I get connected to Mr. Glenn Simon. He really was the first person some years ago before COVID who came and spoke to me about this whole digital, the emergence of digital currency and so on. And now it is really now in our face, and I don't think we can get away from it, because that's the way vendors are going to benefit in the business that they're in.
Thank you.
boy like me. Don't call me cheap, girl, I work for this. Girl, I work for this. And I promise you I will find someone new. Make you no call me water. Make you no call me water. Don't fuck us, don't sweat.
We are ending our online session right now, but we're asking vendors to come down. Come down to the Vendors Arcade. If you're from the south of the island and you happen to be in the city of Castries, come down to get the information from the bankers. The vendors on the outside of the city, we're asking you also to come down to get the information. And we're happy here on behalf of the Bankers Association to serve you. Platform. We look forward to doing so much more for you and for your business. National Competitiveness and Productivity Council. We're also thanking Mr. Glenn Simon for the time that he's put into this event. We're thanking the director of the council as well, Mrs. Montoute. We're thanking the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank and the president of the Bankers Association. Thank you.
It's bigger, better, expanded. Productivity Awareness Week 2022 under the theme Expanding National Consciousness Towards Greater Productivity.
Bad man slick and you know. Bad man looking good in the art. Bad man drink to the cup. Sports cars parked on the right spot. Bad man slick and you know.